of them will do overshadow. That's called overshadowing, and what that is, I've done this before in my incarnations. I haven't been in a full physical incarnation since Miriam's period back in the biblical days, but I have had numerous experiences of overshadowing one of the other souls in my soul matrix that incarnated. And she would go into fetal integration and get into the gene code, and I would come down into the astral field and make the link between the astral field and the higher levels of consciousness. So she had her interior guidance system open, So I practiced for this life by doing that for a while. This time, I came in through this. I haven't activated all that yet. That's my potential, and if I keep wiping myself out with overwork like this, I'm never going to get it activated. It's not about ego. It's not about who's got a better gene code. It's about what did you as a high being, because we all are ascended masters. We all started there. What do we come to do here? We all came to do something. Now, with this gene code, the issues for children, it's an issue because walk-in can be a challenging experience. You'll also have bleed through from a very early age between the experiences here and in the anti-particle universe, because they have the coding open between them. So they get two sets of memories running concurrently. They may also be birthing in with much of their incarnational memory running before their eyes before they can even talk. They know they came from somewhere else, but they don't know what that means, and they get out here, try to understand, and they're hit with frameworks of reference that cannot explain them to themselves. That stunts their awakening process. It makes it very, very hard for the indigos to awaken. That's why many of you in this room may be indigos. You may be the type 1 indigos. You just never got to the point where you could understand what that meant or how to find it. Knowing this information may begin that opening for you, where you could start to feel it. Okay, I think I'm an indigo. Might I be 1, 2, or 3? Specifically how to handle the indigo situation. If you think you are one, if you know one, what to do for indigos in general, what the kids that are spotted with different disorders. There are certain physical disorders that are very characteristic. Like these kind come in, often asthma. They come in with asthma as a baby. Oftentimes they come in as jaundiced infants, with the yellowing of the skin, the liver's not functioning properly. Often they have spleen problems. There's all sorts of different things. The body's here, or the body patterns here that they get, that fetal imprint from the parents' imprint, is not quite ready to handle that level of frequency. So there are adjustment issues that come in with all of them. I'm going to do a detailed rather than just try to throw it at you, this, and this, and you can spot one. It's not that easy. But once you see how the characteristics fall, you will be able to start walking around and you'll see these children. And that's when you're empowered to help them. They're all good, the ones even with the Nephilim. They have the real challenge because they don't get to activate all of their strand capacity. They're just here to have the capacity to reverse the negative Nephilim matrix. So they don't get the glory of being able to turn into 12th level avatars and go through portals. They're not going to reach that this life, and they're not supposed to, and that's okay. Some of them may die early. Some of them may get into drug abuse to numb themselves from the internal conflict. They need a lot of help and support, love, and nurturing is what they need. It's not even going to help them to understand this stuff. It's way over their heads. They're going to be too trapped in the surface conflicts. So you'd handle them one way. Then there's the other two who need to wake up as fast as possible because they came here to be avatars and ascended masters. Not to say, I'm an ascended master and walk around with their nose in the air. They came here to say, excuse me, I got to go do planetary grid work. Sorry, can't go to the football game right now. You know what I mean? We really need to create an awareness where we can accommodate these children. There's 155,000 of them coming in between now and 2017. They're just the infants. There's a bunch of them here already. And they're not awakening yet because they don't have a framework to awaken in. So if we can begin to create those frameworks for them, they will begin to awaken, which will help them do the grid work they need to do as far as these guys go. So hopefully we won't be like a handful of people trying to make sure the planetary grids don't go into reversal. There's strength in numbers. The more people that are working with setting the patterns of the grid right, the more chance of shifting out of the potential pole tilt we have. We don't have to see pole tilt if we're ready to wake up.